What makes an actor beautiful? Is it their eyes, their face, their voice, their physique? Why were these actors deemed not pretty enough? But what classifies as beauty, and how come these actors don't come under the pre-established criteria?
Al Pacino, De Niro, those are the sex symbols.
It is difficult to be judged.
People don't want to see big muscles. You're 100 pounds too heavy.
That to be reviewed.
It's never gonna happen.
In Hollywood, the power of being aesthetic has been severely underrated in the past. Seeing faces that are more normal looking has become more normalized in recent cinema, from a time where image issues for actors were a lot worse.
I'm hurt all the time.
Do you think you hurt too easy?
I'm human.
In the 1930s, when Thelma Todd was a star, known as the Ice Cream Blonde, her studio contract specified that her weight at the time of signing was 122 pounds. If she gained more than 3 pounds, her contract would be terminated. With that said, it's not just something that happens in the past. Some of the biggest actors you know today have been told that they weren't pretty enough or didn't look the way that they needed to for the role.
And she stopped me and she said, listen, you are not pretty enough to be an actress, because you're not going to make it.
I was told that I might do okay if I was happy to settle for the fat girl parts.
Because I wasn't blonde and my boobs weren't very big, I didn't make sense to her as an attractive woman. So there was a lot of panic and concern about how on earth we're going to make her attractive.
I was told that the director really liked me, but I didn't get the part because I didn't have the Hollywood look.
I had a casting director tell me I was too ugly for the role.
Why do you bring me this ugly thing? So I said to him, I'm sorry, I'm not beautiful enough to be in King Kong.
And there's so many more. I mean, this video would be so long if I went over every single actor who was told that they weren't pretty enough or didn't look the way they should. But it's not just women who have to succumb to this sort of standard. Men do also struggle a lot with this, but instead of being not pretty enough, it's not muscly enough, or they can't take their shirt off, you know, the way their physique is. We need to make them more muscly, we need to make them more lean. They're too muscly, you know, it just goes on.
The feedback was, he's not handsome enough.
Was saying to me, it's never gonna happen. That my body was too big.
And these people were told that they couldn't become movie stars. Michael J. Fox. Even Ryan Gosling. With a lot of actors feeling pressured, they succumb to plastic surgery to mold themselves into this right look by any means possible, no matter how much surgery and how much pain they have to go through to get it. And a lot of the time it's not very safe. They're not going to have a lot of money to be able to modify themselves and go to clean and sanitize plastic surgeons to get these surgeries. So it becomes very unhealthy and very dangerous to maintain this beauty standard that is always changing. I mean, if you look at beauty standards in the 1920s, they're a lot different than they are today. So you're inevitably chasing some sort of perfection that just constantly is changing. In 2008, Associate Professor Deborah Dean reported that 48% of females and 35% of male performers believe that attractiveness is important in employment opportunities. This perception can put an enormous strain on actors, as they invest time, money and emotional energy into generating what they see as a castable appearance. It's not just actors alone who experience the consequences of this policing of their appearance. Actors reflect the world back to us, and if all performers are youthful and conventionally attractive, then that's a distorted mirror we are looking at. This is where pretty privilege comes into play.
But when you're like stereotypically attractive, you get away with so much more. People are so much nicer to you.
The more pretty you are, the more easier your life gets, the more opportunity you get.
The perception of pretty privilege often gets talked about on social media. But what exactly is pretty privilege and what does it mean? Pretty privilege refers to the advantages one gets as a result of being considered attractive by others. In Hollywood, this equates to more and better roles, but in the real world, it can mean more job opportunities, higher pay, and even shorter jail time. The pressure to be attractive is high in Hollywood, but it's not unique to it. No matter where you live, the more attractive you are, the more benefits you enjoy. It's not fair, but it's real life. Now, while this isn't always true for pretty privilege, and some people will argue that it's sometimes a hindrance and not a help, it has been proven that humans act differently towards conventionally attractive people. A 2021 study examined the stereotype that beauty is good, and found that attractive individuals were perceived to have more moral traits than unattractive individuals. Research also shows that attractive individuals are thought to be more trustworthy than others. These assumptions are likely based on the halo effect. wherein someone who is perceived positively in one aspect is assumed to possess other positive qualities as well. For instance, highly symmetrical faces are not only seen as attractive, but also positive indicators of health and personality traits, such as sociability, intelligence, liveliness, self-confidence, and mental health. Growing up attractive can lend individuals confidence and social skills that make them seem more competent, likable, and persuasive. Due to their looks and perceived abilities, social and romantic interactions become more accessible, doors swing open, and invitations are readily extended. At its core, pretty privilege bestows upon individuals a range of social, professional, and personal advantages based solely on their physical attractiveness. Research on pretty privilege underscores the need to recognize and value diversity of human experiences beyond physical appearances. Ultimately, understanding the double-edged nature of pretty privilege is a crucial step towards fostering a society that values individuals for their character and abilities rather than aesthetics. So when a movie casts a conveniently attractive person, it can result in a higher viewer satisfaction. And that's why you always see, reality shows like Too Hot to Handle or Love Island cast these very highly unattainable, really attractive people, because it brings them more viewership, so the shows become more successful. The question in the comments today is, can your acting ability be overlooked by your appearance? And can you be deemed as a bad actor or not very good for the role, based solely on the way you look? Leave your thoughts in the comment below and I will check them out. All of them. I always read your comments, so I know what you guys are saying. But when an actor is so determined to not change their appearance and mould into this beauty standard, it may be harder for them to break through the gates. But once they do...
And the winner is...
Andrew Garfield.
Kate Winslet. Ryan Gosling.
Marvelous Meryl Streep.
Michael J. Fox.
Winona Ryder.
I just have to say thank you.
I'd like to thank some of the people along the way who had faith in me.
Imagine what this is like. It's just so incredibly thrilling, right down to your toes.
We are all sacred and we all belong.
See, if you listen to your kids, it all works out. But thank you.
Obviously there's been some kind of mistake, but I'm up here, so if you don't mind, okay. You don't get to be up here without standing on the shoulders of a mountain of people, and there's just no time to thank everyone. Good night.
I said I want to get in the movie business, I want to be a leading man. And the first thing they immediately said was, it will never happen. I mean, look at your body, you're overdeveloped. This is the 70s, Arnold. You have to understand the little guys are in now. Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino, Woody Allen. Those are the sex symbols, not you as a monster. It will never happen. Well, I didn't listen to them, and that went on and on and on. So this is just a lesson for all of you. Never take no for an answer. That is the bottom line. So thank you very much for this great award. Very much. Thank you.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That the perception of beauty is subjective. People can have differing opinions on what is beautiful. So what one person perceives as flawless and captivating might be ordinary or unappealing to others. Needless to say, this isn't a video hating on people who have pretty privilege and saying that they have it easier. I don't think that at all. This is just a video appreciating those who were told that they couldn't make it and that they had to change the way they are because of some sort of standard that they had to fit into. And if you're sat there and you're thinking, I feel really bad about the way I look and I feel like I can't do this because I look like this, then stop it. Okay, because I'm telling you, you don't. You look gorgeous, okay? And you need to go and do whatever you want to do. I mean, I never think I could do this, okay? Like, this has been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And me sat here right now, right? I feel like it takes me like 10 times to film something because I never feel like I look alright to do it. And I just want this to be a really positive end to the video. And I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, whoever's still here, I know you wanted to see my rabbit. There he is. He is here. Do you want to say something? Okay, I'm gonna go now. And I'll see you next time. Hello. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support recently on all the videos and everything. Oh, I don't know what to say. Okay, I'm not very good at this, but I do want to just say that. And I'm going to go and watch Furiosa in the cinema, so I will let you know what I think about it. I might make a video on it. Sorry this video came out a bit late because I got carried away with the editing a bit, but anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Sorry, this is like the third time I'm saying bye, but this is the last time, I promise. Okay,